What do farmers think? How do they process equipment buying decisions? Where do they get product knowledge on inputs, equipment, farm products? What motivates them? And what do they have to say about manufacturers and new equipment? We travel to multiple states, interviewing producers from all kinds of farms to get the backstory on their buying habits, what they want to see, and how they use print and the internet. You'll be surprised at what you might think they'll say and what they really want to know and where they look first.
He'd actually farmed since he's been 5 years old. He sat on Grandpa's lap and drove the combine. It's every father's dream to have their son farm with them. I look at the Farmer's Fastline like a kid in a candy shop. Just looking at all the different equipment and wow, we could use this, we could use that. But there's more than just used equipment in the magazine now. There's short line equipment, tires, tracks for combines, grain carts. No, like when you're reading like Farm Journal or Successful Farming, you're seeing what the other people across the Midwest are doing in their operation. But when you go to pick up a Fastline magazine, you're actually looking to buy and sell, mainly buy.
My dad moved here, I think in '46, and he started farming mostly wheat. Now we raise mostly corn, and well, lots of wheat, but corn and milo and soybeans, some sunflowers. Yes, we use Fastline. I've used it in the past to, well, for example, I located a 12-row planter, a fold-up planter on the 3-point that I needed. I've located some trucks and et cetera, and we found a planter as in the Fastline. It was exactly what I was looking for, and it was priced right. It saved me a ton of time because I don't have time to drive around to lots of dealers and see what they got on their lots. We saw this in the Fastline and wound up buying it.
This trade show is called Iowa Pork Congress. It takes place every year in January, and it's I think the biggest trade show for pork in the country. I've got a farm in north central Iowa that I farm 400 acres, mostly corn, but a little bit of soybeans. Kind of depends on my amount of manure I get out of my hog buildings and how much fertilizer I have. Well, usually when I go to Fastline, it's when I'm really serious about buying something and I want to see what all is out there. I want to research it. A good reason to advertise in Fastline is because that's where I look for stuff. I think it's a good place to look. It's easy to research, and if it catches my eye, it's more likely to get sold to me. That's the market where I'm looking.
Well, just the past year, I've bought a bale wrapper, and I bought a grain trailer and a 53-foot drop deck trailer for the semi, a 25-foot bean head on the combine. I go through some machinery. You remember the ads more in the Fastline because that's what you're looking at is the ads in there, and the editorials, you're more reading the editorials and tend to more gloss over the ads that are in there.
My grandfather farmed until like the 60s, and then my father took over. They had a Jersey dairy farm, and they decided to stop that operation and went to all grain farming, and then I've just carried that on. When I'm reading the Fastline, I am, in my mindset thinking equipment. I was looking for self-propelled John Deere sprayer, so I was on Fastline reading and found one and ended up purchasing it then.
This is my 30th year farming. Our farms had cotton on it every year since I can remember when I was a child. Cotton and peanuts are our main crop, and right now we got about 300 registered Angus cattle. We run 7 tractors. A farmer's equipment is like his bank account. I mean, your savings account. I mean, it's where your equity's at. Fastline is one of the few magazines that I probably look at from front cover to back cover. As much stuff they got in there, you usually can find it.
Run about 3,000 acres of corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa. As soon as the Fastline comes in, my wife certainly separates that and puts it on my desk. It goes out to the shop where my guys, we meet every morning, and there's always the Fastline copy there. I am specifically looking for probably a piece of implement that we need on the farm. You're sitting at home, you're thinking about this stuff, especially in the middle of winter, I mean, that's the time we make decisions, you know, that'll affect our operation for the next year. So we pick up the Fastline and start shopping.
The home farm we're standing on, my great-great-grandfather purchased it in 1887, where my grandfather started farming with mules. You know, I'm farming with a 360 horsepower four-wheel drive tractor. I really like the idea that Fastline is equipment focused. It's the one thing I know I can pick up and get what I want when I want it, and it's quick and it works well for me. You know, to me, it separates itself from other farm publications because it basically puts me in that buy-sell mode. But Fastline, again, it gives me what I need. It gives it to me in a very concise manner, and you know, I look at every page.
My father and I raise crops, corn and soybeans, alfalfa, hay. We have a cow-calf operation, so we're livestock intensive. I'm looking at Fastline, I'm looking at resources like Fastline to always see what is the newest, the latest, and the greatest. And it is a 12-month, 7-day-a-week process. I may pick up Fastline off the coffee table. I may pick it up on the internet. I'm always looking to see what is out there, even if I'm not actively shopping for a product at that time. I had a need a year ago for a short line product. I went to Fastline to look for a dealer. I was able to find a manufacturer that met that need. I do trust Fastline because their longevity in the industry is proven. They would not be able to continue to list the manufacturers, list the dealerships, and be successful in the listing of used machinery line that they do if they were not trustworthy.
Fastline provides our customers with a high-quality, value-centered way to get products and services in front of America's farmers when they're in the buying mode. No clutter, nothing to take away from the message that this is new and something agriculture needs. Fastline, in print and on the net. Fastline works.